I'm sitting here in the airport, getting ready to go to New York, and reviewing one of my young players that I'm working with. And one thing that I find for all young players is that they have a tendency, to work on their form, but they don't pay attention as much to bringing the bat with them in so much that they gain momentum with the bat. So what they end up doing is, right about at this point right there, they end up arm swinging, kind of oversteering with their arms, and they don't really get enough bat speed. So what you want to do is you want your first movement, you want to make sure you're bringing that bat with you, even if it's an inch or two, even if you're just going to go a couple inches. You want to definitely be moving that momentum. So remember, it's vitally important that as we're hitting as a young player, that we're not searching for our mechanics by some abstract feel. We're not just randomly, searching here and there. Our swing, the adjustments that we make need to be focused on. They need to be focused on becoming more efficient. What does that mean? Your intention, you have to have a good intention. What does that mean? Good intention is be a nice guy? No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about when I'm talking about intention is, think about hammering a nail. Okay? You don't really think about your mechanics so much because you're focused on the job at hand. There's some utility in the job. There's, you're hammering the nail, and you're supposed to be driving it through into the wood, and you're not supposed to bend the nail. And if someone told you, hey, we got to hurry up, swing a little bit harder, you would know they did not mean swing so hard that you bend the nail or that you lose focus of what you're doing. In other words, your mechanics would be efficient. You would know that was a priority. So when you're hitting, in this case, one of the things that you need to do is you need to focus in on making your swing more efficient every day. And the one thing I wanted to point out here was efficiency in the sense, there's a lot of different areas, okay? From start to finish, from your stance all the way to your finish. And the one I'm pointing out now is momentum, power development. And in power development, in my 12 touchstones, it's the 9th touchstone. The 10th touchstone is power delivery, but the 9th rule, or absolute, whatever you want to call it, the 9th touchstone is power development. And even if you're going to stride and transfer into the ball, that's good timing. Good timing is transferring into the ball on time. If the most primitive way to express timing would be to show someone or to demonstrate transferring into the ball on time. There's other aspects to it, but if you're just going to be demonstrating what it is, that's a great way to explain it. Of course, there's a lot of variables that go into that, but so as a young player,
good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Power, you can tell I'm at the airport, but power development, part of that is getting the momentum of the bat. And the way you do that is your first move. You got to bring that bat with you. I mean, what if you were going to crow hop and throw the bat? You're at a picnic and you're at a park. You're going to throw the bat as far as you can. Well, you're going to build momentum up with it, and then you're going to throw it. Okay, so it's important that even if you're only just striding a little bit, you still have to focus on bringing momentum. What the mistake young players make is they've been told to get their hands moving and to move their hands back and do this and make some little circle or whatever. And they're so hyper-focused on the hands moving that they don't actually bring their hands with their momentum. Your hands are going to move naturally. Just like, it's if you go forward, you have all the time in the world on the way forward to line up your levers. You don't have to do this to line up your levers. As a matter of fact, sometimes when you go like that, hands back, and then you land, and then you're in this position, and then you gotta round the corner, and you gotta go all the way to here. So if you just stay in your position, wherever it is, hands high, hands low, and you transfer forward, on the way forward you can line up your levers and get on plane. So of course you want to keep the barrel above the hands. But momentum is the key for this lesson. If you're struggling with getting all your momentum into the ball, timing is transferring your weight into the ball, of course, as I was saying. Timing is transferring your weight into the ball on time. And if when you land, if you're not getting smoothly that weight transferred and then your hands are coming through effortlessly, when you have momentum, when the barrel is connected to your transfer, and hey, in the game, you only transfer an inch. You only transfer a little weight. You don't transfer a lot. And so there has to be a direct connection. If you're pushing your hands back and separating and doing things incorrectly, you're not doing these things correctly. And you'd like to find out why you're not hitting the ball 50, 75, even 100 feet further. And you'd like to chat. Each month I schedule or I block out some strategy calls. So go to mattnokes.com/apply. Go to mattnokes.com/apply and let's chat.